All right, a lot of people are looking for ways to get a bigger bang out of their money without taking big risks. And here with some financial tips on making your money go far as retirement is our friend of the Arizona Daily Mix, J.D. Dorfman of the Phoenix Financial Retirement Planning. And so in retirement, we want our money to go big. We want it to go far. But again, people are worried about the risks. So how does that work? And let's talk about how you help them.
Well, I'm a conservative broker by nature anyway. Mine is a long game, bigger picture. We want to make sure that obviously you're going to have whatever you've saved to last a lifetime. That's really my job, is to make sure that you have whatever you've accumulated and stretch it as far as you possibly will live.
Yeah, really let's talk. I got a friend, Mama J. Mama J.
Yeah, she's not well today.
She's not doing well.
Yeah. Love you, Mama.
Yeah, hi, Mama. But let's talk about her, because again, she's in that area where she wants to make sure, especially since she's not feeling well, to be able to make sure that her money is going the distance, but scared about the risk. Why? How can we make people understand, like, there is major risk in some things, but there isn't?
The stock market is basically Vegas. It's the same thing, really, when you get right down to it. We want to take that risk off the table. And by 50, 60, 70, hopefully you've accumulated something. And then so we take that off the table. We position you in a way where that risk is gone. We don't need to worry about that anymore. You've gotten to the top of the mountain. Okay, so now it's about taking that asset and making sure you get your monthly distribution, because we have monthly bills. That's what we have. So we have to make sure we take care of the monthly bills. Do we want to, travel? Do we want to take up a hobby? Do you want to be with your spouse? Do you not want to be with your spouse? All the different things that go. I was waiting for that. All those different things that come together in retirement. Some people get bored. Believe it or not, I can never figure that out. Why they want to go back to work? Yeah, it's like breaking back into Alcatraz. I mean, it's like, okay, you work so hard. Let's allow you to relax.
Well, you think the reason why is that they don't think they have it there, or the old adage is pay yourself.
Pay yourself
and I think
first.
That's the thing. And so when I'm saying, okay, I'm working, I'm paying myself. When I pay myself, am I paying into my retirement? Is that what I need to do?
Absolutely. You know that term? I was just talking to my wife about this morning. The early bird catches the worm. Well, would you rather be the bird or the worm? The worm got up first. So I'd rather be the worm, actually. So we want to make sure we're ahead of everything. So always planning ahead, always thinking ahead, trying to make sure that we're that one step ahead. So make sure that we've planned, and now we can relax. I mean, we work our whole lives, pretty much. I mean, take the math. It's, if we work to 60, 65, 70, you're not going to live to 140, I think. So we want to make sure that during that span, we've put enough aside so when you get into your 60s, 65, 70, that next 30, 40 years, you're comfortable, you're relaxed, you're doing the things that you work so hard to get. Yeah.
Let's talk, again, we got some younger people here, and we know they have bills and stuff like that. So how can they get into a retirement plan early so when they hit 50 or something, they're taken care of?
I had a gentleman that I was with about 15 years ago. He was a client of mine, still a client of mine, and he just started with $100 a month. $100 a month, and this was 15 years ago, and he's now around 45, 50 grand in the account, just $100 a month. If you do the math, really, I mean, it did well, but we spend $100 on what? I mean, soda pop, cigarettes, candy, movies, whatever. And I get the part about wanting to be entertained and wanting to go out and have fun. We can't work and always be responsible. So play responsibly.
So $100 right there. I like it. Information's around the screen on how you can find J.D. Dorfman. He actually answers the phone himself.
I do.
He talks with you, and he's there to help you in every way. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. All right, and also you can find more information on what we talked about and other things over on the CW7AZ.com. Stick around. We got more mix after this.
More mix after this.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Phoenix Financial Retirement Plan.